Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account. As you can see in the top left, guys, we got the avatar for the Chad. So Vathiel is in there, guys. We're going to make a little bit more progression, 46-13. We're continuing to make movement within the campaign, as well as a lot of other game modes we've actually been going through a lot. Sono Res Mickey still kind of following their formations in here. That way we can continue with our push. Now, building up Vathiel was really important, guys. We did a little bit earlier today within the live stream. With that being said, we went from 22 in the Twisted Realm. So we were actually ranked number 22 within the Cursed Realm. We were 22 within the Cursed Realm. Actually went to 14 with building out Vathiel, having Vathiel being able to actually swap up one of the formations in there. Worked incredibly well. I'm super impressed with how well he's doing. 12, 11, 15 billion damage in here. But overall, guys, glad that we got him built. Glad that we got him done. Still going to continue in here. We need engraving mats. We really need to push engraving mats. And it looks like we're back to the Thorn cheese, guys. Again, as much as I don't like, and it is the 5-pole Thorn cheese, as much as I dislike the Thorn cheese, again, we cannot stress, or I cannot stress enough, how well the Thorn cheese works. When you start getting the higher level deficiencies, as you can see right here, we're at 199 with the level deficiency. So again, as we continue with our formations, guys, as we continue with the level deficiency, 200 is where I'm comfortable with the kind of rinse and repeat formations. There's going to be a lot of times in here that we're going to have to go through here. It's going to take an incredible amount of time to get the Thorn cheese, to get the Charizard, to get some different formations to work in here. So we will absolutely get this to work, because again, the RNG factor, guys, there it is. Boom. Just had Tassie left. So a lot of times what will happen is Thorn's retaliation ability will actually be dodged, which is the reason why we did give him some additional accuracy in here, because if heroes like Tassie, if there is a dodge factor in here, that is one of the big reasons, again, that the Thorn cheese might not work as effective as it needed to be, is you'll have the dodge or something like that where you have Tassie actually teleport away. Again, the RNG factor going on with that. So I'm going to let this run one more time, guys. I'm going to see if we can get this done, and hopefully Thorn can. And just like that, only took 2 more attempts in here, guys, for Thorn to get that 41 billion damage. So looking through here, guys, again, the RNG factor of this, pulling everyone together. There we go. Even Tassie teleports in. 1 and 2. Boom. Her little springed head Thorn gets that completed, bringing us into 46-15. And we're almost, again, a quarter of the way through with this. Sono Res, a couple of these formations are going to be dropping out pretty quick, because I know for Sono Res and Mickey, we're literally right almost on the exact same stage. So we're going to have to see what we can do in here. And again, looking at the live stream today, we gained 3 full levels. That is right, guys. We gained 3 full levels today, which was absolutely phenomenal when it came to all of the resources that we got within the Temple of Time and also the Stargazer. 3 full levels is what we went through and gained today. Boom, going to take a little bit of time, but I believe Thorn, we're going to be able to get down in this one, and look at that. Got the little minions up. There we go, guys. Got that one done, which of course brings us to the boss stage. Another boss stage. Sono Res, I know, already completed this, but even looking here, guys, we have a few heroes. Look at some of the levels, guys. Even in here, we're almost 800 levels. And again, there's not really a timestamp on these when these players actually came through here. But if you're pushing level 800, I know through time, the campaign does get easier. It does get a little bit easier with the dynamic campaigns that we see, but being on level 800 coming through here, guys, to me is kind of crazy. Again, we don't know when they came through, but they were 800 levels in when they made progression in here, which just shows you guys that levels over the heroes can really make a big difference in here. And of course, the Charizard, Verk is just killing Arthur, and Arthur is trying to kill everyone else whenever they come back up. There we go. We got Sophia now killing Verk. They're going to finish off each other. RNG in our favor on the Mahira comp, guys. Now, of course, the Thorn cheese. This one's set up a little bit different. So you'll have Nara bring over Sophia. You'll also have Kelther swap spots, which means Thorn right here in the middle. Now, a lot of times with this specific formation is Kelther will take out targets. So that is one of the big things, guys, is Kelther is kind of the backup. You can see him down here in the bottom left. Kelther is actually kind of the backup when it comes to damage. When he hits this spectral form, he can do a ton of damage, an absolute amazing amount of damage in that spectral form. We just need him to do enough damage to take out Tassie. Even on the last one, guys, he was really, really close to dropping Tassie out of there. Ezio's another one that's kind of difficult to kill because of the dodge factor he has in there. Now, also remember, if Thorn takes out targets, when Thorn kills a target, it does have the ability to heal Kelther in that spectral form, which you can see right there, guys. The damage up front, it's slowly going down, gets a big boost right there when he kills the target, which means, again, just need this RNG factor to work within this Thorn cheese comp. Seems like it works pretty well. Even there, guys, we had Solus actually moved up, and sometimes you'll see, again, that kind of factor kind of happen with the heroes, where she's down here, boom, she moves right up to where Thorn is, and we almost got enough to ult in that one. It's also very specific in which way the heroes die. Now, you'll also note that we don't have a pet equipped on here. This is to allow Thorn to take more damage. Because we don't have the pet doing the damage, we actually have Thorn doing the damage. Again, there can be a lot of variations of this comp. I know there's a lot of players that absolutely despise this comp. Again, just because of the RNG nature that we see of it, and they can never get the Thorn cheese to work. For us, just like you've seen earlier, guys, we have religiously used the Thorn cheese through a lot of different game modes because as much as players don't like it, it works incredibly, incredibly well. Looks like in this one too, we just got to get Entendre down, which we should be able to do. Very minimal retries. I'm hoping to get Entendre down in this one. There we go, guys. It just took a couple more times, and we actually got that done. Again, the RNG factor when it comes to this comp is incredibly, incredibly fickle when it comes to getting this done. First one goes off. Boom, second one goes off with the help of Kelther, just like we've seen, to take out Tassie in that one, allowing us to continue our progression in here. Now this one, the cheese of Yukio, guys. Yukio will actually crowd control, just like we've seen right there. He will keep Flora from flying, which again is kind of a cheap cheese. We've seen the same with a couple other heroes. We've actually seen it with Zolrath and Brutus, but you can see, guys, right here she is. Boom. Yukio knocks it back, which is a pretty interesting 5-pull with this formation again. Flora dealing with Flora, guys, is incredibly, incredibly hard. Now, of course, this one we do not want Iran to die. So we really don't want him to die. We have to be able to do some damage. This is a really, really unique 5-pull formation again, because we're pulling Flora in here as well, which is kind of crazy as well. Just got to get 1 ult, 2 ults, get the crowd control, burn everyone down. Essentially that's already on the ground, and there we go, guys. We got Flora down, but I don't think Yukio can do it. Nope, Flora takes out Yukio in that one. But this originally, guys, when Yukio, I believe Yukio was the only actual pay-to-win dimensional hero that we got. So you had to buy Yukio. Now, ultimately, guys, this is what Yukio was used for. This is why players actually bought Yukio. It was kind of a cheap cheese. We also seen the same thing when it came to a couple other heroes. Estrilda could do it. Again, we seen a couple different formations where this type of cheese worked incredibly well. It did work, again, with that 5-pull. Even Yukio bouncing off heroes. We just got to get to the point where we can drop some crowd control, and it will work within this formation, guys. It's a pretty unique formation. Even Mishka, guys, you can see Mishka still the fight pool happens, and Mishka still lands it, and that one Iran didn't die. So again, can make a big difference when he doesn't die. We just need to get the RNG factor, similar to when we're running Lucretia, when we're running a bunch of these different comps. It is just going to take an RNG factor, because even there, it's almost like a really weird delay that we're seeing. With the heroes coming off the line, with Flora, with Yukio, it's kind of a weird setup. And Yukio, I also have a plus 30 signature item, if you've seen right there on Yukio, which it looked like Iran in that one went into the confine. So he was actually locked up from Falks, which again is kind of an interesting way to run this formation. I want to see it work, guys. This is kind of a weird formation, honestly. Get through here, and even Scarlet with the back row ultimate ability will get this one done. All right, guys, that one took an incredible amount of time to get through, but as you can see, guys, we did get through it. Now, ultimately, it required Boom, Mishka ults number 1, Wolf dies, Mishka ults number 2, and that's it. So the second ult right there is what really made the difference in getting the victory in here, guys. Scarlet, of course, putting out an incredible amount, 37 billion damage, which brings us to another Flora stage, guys. Double Flora is a nightmare. Of course, Aziz, look, with the delay, Flora doesn't fly. Similar to what we had just seen a moment ago with the cheap Yukio trick. This one, Flora doesn't fly either. Definitely a massive way to deal with these double Flora nightmare stages. Crazy to see, guys, with that being able to actually take out Flora. 39.11 billion damage in there. But again, the double Flora stages is the absolute nightmare. And then, of course, we have the Lucretia stage. She's going to have to go crazy after Granite goes down. Petrified goes up, amplified by Halos. He dies, which means, boom, Lucretia just makes very quick use of the stage, guys, completing 46-16. Let's check out the damage in this one. 11 billion, 6 billion there, which is pretty good. Thorn, of course, doing 46 billion. This one, a weird stage, 37 billion out of there, followed by another Flora stage, guys, 39 billion on that one. Then Lucretia puts out almost 45 billion damage to complete another boss stage. Now, of course, the rewards we're getting out of here, this is the reason we're pushing it, guys. Not only are we getting diamonds, but we also want to get 4630 to get some of the engraving mats in here. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for the progression for tonight. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.